Well, this is a little video about my koi pond in the front yard here. I have some koi in here that are about 10 years old. They're not very large, but they're all mature. And today is the second day that they're trying to spawn. The females are getting chased. I have a couple of lattice spawning beds for them. I have a little Christmas decoration woven into the bottom of them. But it's plastic lattice screwed onto some 1x2s, and it's floated with some returnable, recyclable plastic bottles. And the koi like to swim through them. And I just saw them splashing, and I just got the camera out, and it looks like all the spawning has just stopped for a few minutes. I'm going to pause this and perhaps attach some more in just a few minutes. You can see these are long-finned butterfly koi, possibly. This water's pretty murky from all their activity and just the early algae bloom that I usually get in some of my ponds. Here a female has entered the spawning area, and it's followed by a few of the males. She sort of wallows around in there, and there might be a little chasing going on in a few moments. This is really a fun time of year for me. I'm not really trying to raise the koi at all, but every year this particular pond, when they spawn, if I leave the spawning mats right in place, the koi are successful in raising some of their babies. Last year I got about 40 out of this pond. They all grew to be about 4 or 5 inches long by the end of the winter. I brought some of them inside the house, and I gave a few away to some friends, and it was fun. And also some of the ones that were less attractive, I got to practice culling. That's where you actually eliminate some of the koi that don't have as beautiful a colors as others. This particular pond my wife doesn't really care for. Most of my koi are very light colored, not white. They're white, and you can sort of see that one in there is, well, that's pretty much how they are. But this is not spawning behavior. They're not splashing vigorously. She will not release her eggs unless a male is pushing her abruptly. Well, now they're doing a little bit more spawning this afternoon. They're probably trying to eat some of the eggs that they've gotten laid in the spawning trough that I've made. Right now, those two just look exhausted, don't they? The water has a peculiar smell. Do you see the white foam on the water surface? That's some of the milt from the male koi. They're actually spawning. I wonder if I can see any of the eggs. Oh, look at this guy. Scared him a little bit. Oh yeah. I think I can see some of the eggs. Yeah, I think they're scared out now. I see water on the rocks from the koi spawning. Oh, there's a few eggs floating in the water there. They're not as adhesive as they should be. There's some on my hands here, but there's a few eggs adhered to the Christmas decorations that I have in here, but not very many. So they may have to continue spawning for another day or two until all the males get in the right mood for things. I think this concludes this part of my spawning video of my koi in my koi pond. Hope you enjoyed it.